Alrighty, traders, good morning and welcome to the morning coffee session. This is the FX Big Dog, and yes, we're coming back again with another live session talking about the markets, checking out what's going on with the markets. But more particularly, we are focusing in on a strategy. Alright, and the strategy is called target trading. What we're doing is we're focusing on pivot points and we're trading towards these pivot points every single week. Now, without further ado, traders, hopefully you got your cup of coffee ready to rock and roll. Welcome to those traders that have joined us for the first time. This is a session that we hold every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the recording, welcome to the first session. And hopefully you guys will join us again for the live sessions as we move forward. Now, with that being said, traders, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in the market. We have new trades that have taken place this week. Now, not new trades in particular, new currency pairs, but new added positions to the currency pairs that we currently have already opened up this week. So we've had some add-ons. Let's take a look and see what's going on. All right, I'm going to go to the charts firstly and take a look and see what's going on with the news. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and open up my VPS. And there it is. Let's go to open up the VPS. So the news this week, as you can see right here, we had some news coming out this week. We had the RBA, sorry, not the RBA, but we had the RBNZ rate statement. We had the cash rate coming out. They kept the rates unchanged at 1.0%. That moved the market. We also had some additional news out this last night. It was the Fed chair, more speeches than actual statements. But we had that coming out last week. And wait, while I just... There we go. Pulling up. There we go. Here's the details right here. I'm going to go into it in a moment. So we had some news. We'll do some speeches out this week. We had here at 8:30 coming up. 8:30 we had some U.S. news, CPI. I said to you I wasn't really particularly interested in paying too much attention to the CPI monthly data, as well as the core CPI as well, also monthly data. I'm more interested in quarterly and yearly data. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what the market did on the dollar index this morning with news that came out. Let's see how the market reacted. And we can see right here, this is the 8:30 candle right here. And we didn't see a lot of market reaction, right? Maybe just a little move here or there, but nothing really that interesting to pay attention to. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the trades that we currently have open. And as you can see, traders, we do have a bunch of additional pairs that opened up so far. So you can see right here, take a look at the Euro CAD. We now have 3 positions open on the Euro CAD right here. We have 2 positions open up on the Euro JPY. And on the Euro US dollar, we have 2 positions opened up right here. And then we still have the US dollar CAD opened up with 1 position there. So you can see the additional positions that have opened up this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at each and every one of these, because remember, traders, we have paid attention to the details of what is expected out this week. And as you can see right here, this is the most recent update for this week. And we can see that in the most recent update, we have Euro CAD that's opened up, Euro JPY is opened up. We were looking for a penny position on the pound Aussie. We'll take a look at that. We had the Euro US dollar opened up right here. We had 3 positions open up, and we've just added new positions. Also, you'll take a look and see that every other target this week has been hit, except for the pound Aussie dollar. So let's first take a look at the pound Aussie dollar. Then we'll go ahead and check out the pairs that are currently open, and see how they are shaping up. So with that being said, let's jump into pound. There it is there. And this is a pound Aussie dollar right here. And notice, traders, that the pound Aussie dollar has not moved into an oversold condition yet. We've really been sideways for most part right here. And price has come very close to hitting that target for the week. Well, we haven't hit it, but it's come very close to hitting it. And this is definitely still going to remain a low probability trade. I don't believe before 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow that we're going to actually hit this number. So we're probably not going to hit this target, nor do we. Well, we may hit the target, but I don't believe we're going to get into an overbought condition right here, or at least, sorry, an oversold condition right here for a buy. So we're definitely going to be standing aside on this one, not too focused in on what's happening on the pound Aussie dollar for this week. So we're going to go ahead and move on. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got going here on the, let's see here. I'm going to go to the larger time frame. I'm going to go to the first currency pair of the bash we open up right here, the Euro CAD. We've got 3 entry points on Euro CAD. Now, what moves the Euro CAD? US oil certainly helps a lot, right? US oil is going to move the markets if we get a lower number in the in US oil pricing, where we're trading around about $51 a barrel, and we said that price is going to move up a little higher. We said we could expect price to start moving up towards $63 a barrel. If that's going to happen, it's going to give a little bit of oof, if you can call it that, to the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is going to pick up some speed and start rallying to the upside, which will create Euro Canadian dollar to sell off. That's what's happening right now. So if you go ahead and take a look at the charts right here, we can definitely see that in the last 24 hours. Take a look at my currency weight pairs right here. You can see that we certainly have had weaker euro. All right, weaker euro. The Canadian strength has been a little bit, not as much as we have seen on the euro. The euro has been extremely weak, and I've been seeing no big news coming over the broadcast, but we've definitely seen a very strong pound and a very weak euro over the last 24 hours. Now, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Now, this is going to create opportunity for us, right? As price moves down lower, we've seen this as an opportunity. All right, and so let me go ahead and clean up some stuff off the chart right here. So this is where we had our downward trend line. Prices moved below that level. Clearly, this is no more a trend line that we can focus on right here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up house. And take out those levels as well right here, so we can make sure that the chart's cleaned up really nicely here. Okay, so this is what we have. So if you look at the larger picture right here, this is what the larger picture looks like. Now, as price starts breaking through the lows right here, I want to pay attention to where price could go to. Now, as you can see right here, traders, price could go all the way back down to retest the bottom side of the trend line right here. And if we move into a 45-degree angle, it's going to run down to, well, it could run all the way down to about 1.34. Now, that is approximately around about 900 pip drop down here. Now, I'm not expecting price to just go ahead and move down south without any sort of correction. It'll go down, it'll come up, it'll go down, it'll come up, it'll go down, and so it'll keep moving. So what we have to do here is we've got to pay special attention to the correction moves. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and look at this right here, and as I look at this trade, and as I look at the way the markets are shaping right here, I definitely see that there's some sort of trend line going up here. Look at this right here. If I go ahead and pull in, let's say, a monthly chart right here, all right, there's a trend line There it is. There it is. Right here. There's a trend line that you can see price has currently been testing the backside of. Right here. So there's going to be, and I drew this this level right here as a level of support due to the fact that price, notice how price at this level right here struggled to break below that. It kept on showing these long wicks to the downside, and price then was rejected off that level and bounced back up north right here. Well, this is why I've drawn in this level right here, because if price is going to fall, it's going to fall down to this point right here. Now, what I can also go ahead and do is, because we've got this downward channel, I'm going to go ahead and check out a fib level from this point to that point, just to go ahead and take a look and see where we're at regarding a target down here. So let's do that. Let's get a little bit more technical right now. And I'm going to go ahead and place in this fib right here on the top. And I'm going to bring it down to this level. Just double check and make sure I got it at the right point. Alright, good. So there it is there. There's my down AB move, and I can see here I have the 1.618. So there's no doubt that price is looking for this level of support. It may even come down to retest this level, like move down like this, bounce here, and then go back up again. So we're going to be chasing after 138. Now that's around about 400 pips down, and then a pullback. So we're in for a few pips right here going south before we see any sort of pullback. So we'll have to see what happens over here. We are still inside consolidation. With the traders, believe it or not, we're still holding inside consolidation right here, as price is not, this is the weekly time frame, sorry, this is the monthly. We still have to see a closed candle below that low. And so on the monthly, we're still inside consolidation. Let's move it up to a larger time frame now. Let's go ahead and move it back up to the daily. So the daily has broken through. All right, we have broken through right here on the daily. And I did put in some inside swings. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Take a look right here. There's an inside swing right here. And I drew in another inside swing there. And that brings me to the 1.618 right here. All right, 1.618. So the 1.618 is this level that I'm referring to right here. So that was the first swing, the 1.618 right here. But then on the fifth swing, I call it this is my third wave right here. Here's my fifth wave. So I'm going to be seeing a little bit of support down here and a possible bounce back up to retest that old support, then become resistance. So if that happens, let's take a look at the price action. We could expect a bounce back up about another 100 pips going long. So if that's the case, 100 pips will bring us to, what is that level again? Let's just go ahead and measure it out. We're looking at about 44.57. Right, 44.57. Let me go back to my trades. Check out the Euro CAD right here. I've got 3 positions in. 44.47 is my break-even point. Right, that's my break-even point right now. So as the price goes back up to this level right here, it's pretty much going to come back to my break-even point. Now, when it gets to my break-even point right here, I can make a decision of whether I want to get the heck out of Dodge, or if I'm expecting price to come back into the range and trade back up here again. Now, we'll just have to wait and see how things materialize over the course of the next couple of days. And heading probably into the weekend, we'll probably go ahead and hold this position over the weekend and revisit this again next week. All right? So this is a trade that we'll possibly go ahead and hold on till next week and check it out next week. Now, that is the Euro CAD. So we're in on this position. We're holding on. You can see right here, we're holding on to 3 positions right here. We're still comfortable holding on to this trade. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Here it is. Euro JPY, we've got 2 positions in on Euro JPY. As you notice, we did have a weak euro. And if you look at the JPY, Last 24 hours has been strong JPY. So this is the reason why I've seen this big sell-off on Euro JPY right here. Now, question here is, where are we going? All right, where are we going? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take out my wave structure that I have right here because we were anticipating price to move back up to the backside of this downward channel. Now, we broke through this trend line, which means that there's a new trend taking place. So if I was a swing trader right now, I'd be thinking bearish, right? I'd absolutely be thinking bearish. So let me go ahead and clean up a little bit right here. I'm going to put in some new trend lines, connecting the highs right here, getting a little technical with you, and now going ahead and identifying if price is going to start falling south. Where is that level? So I'm going to connect it to the last high before, the last low before the high, and this is now where I'm anticipating price to move to. So right now we're certainly sellers of the market, looking for price to move back down to support down here. We can see there's a couple of support levels that we can pay attention to. First, of course, there's support where price is trading at right now. Here's another support level right here, and then of course there would be the next level of support. So those are the levels of support that we're going to be paying attention to. Now, with regards to a Fibonacci level, I'm going to go ahead and draw in another high to low fib right here, just so I can anticipate where price would want to move to. And it looks like around about here. Okay, now, you're probably saying, Big Dog, why are you drawing in these levels? Why are you putting in these levels? Why are you measuring out the distance and seeing where we're at and so on? The reason why I'm doing this, traders, is because I'm mentally trying to prepare myself for the possibilities of price moving further against me. And if it does, I need to make sure that I've got my right equity management in place, I've got the right trades in place, and I know exactly how to manage it. Now, what I can do is, which I'm not going to do, what I can do for those traders that say, well, Big Dog, I've got 2 positions in, man, I just don't want to add more positions to this. What they can do is wait for price to move down to that support level, and then at support, look to rebuy again. Why? Because keep the concept in mind, buy at support, sell at resistance. We always want to do that, right? Now, we may have this add-on position, which is a strategy that we're using currently right now, where it's a cost, we're using a cost averaging strategy, where we're entering the market at certain levels, so when price moves down and moves back up again, we're moving our entry point to a more cost-effective level before going ahead and seeing price move back up again. Now, if and I spoke yesterday. Yesterday we had a 2-hour session in our live class for those that actually own the target trading EA that I use to place my trades. If you're interested, by the way, if you are looking to trade just like I am, you're looking to get involved in the trading system that I use. It's called this. Here it is right here. This is the system right here that's plotted on my chart. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Here it is. This is the system I'm using right here. Okay. So it goes ahead and gives me all the information I need, and it is the target that we're chasing after. It's a system that automatically is placing these trades for me, and I can use the system to do everything for me, but I don't have to do it manually. Now, you could go ahead and certainly add these positions manually and follow what we're doing manually. You're certainly welcome to do that, but it makes my job a lot easier, and it will make your job a lot easier by having a automated system to be able to trade for you. All right. So with that being said, oh, by the way, good morning, everyone. I completely forgot about the chat here. Sometimes I'm broadcasting and I don't realize we actually have a chat going right here. And good morning, everyone. And yes, it's halfway through the session. I'm saying good morning, but you know what? Good morning. Either way, glad to see everyone. Yeah, Fix Warrior, Doug got in the house, Denise, Standy, got Standy in the house right here. Standy's in Michigan, and he says it's 19 degrees. Are you kidding me? 19 degrees? Get the heck out of Dodge, man. Come down to Florida. We got Vessel in the house. We got Jamie. Good morning, Jamie. We got Herb. And we got a whole bunch of other traders. Jason's in the house as well. Good morning, everyone. William, good morning. Good, fantastic. William, you must check out the new version. The new version is 1.07. All right, check out the new version. Go ahead and look at the upload that's in the online university. Check it out. Okay. All right. So this is the trades that we've got right here on the Euro JPY. All right. Now, with the Euro JPY, we're going to hold this position on a little bit longer, and we're going to look for any sort of correction move. We're probably expecting price to move down, and this is the reason why I've mentally prepared myself, because now I know that we could see a dip about 127 pips going south. Now, if price moves up earlier, if price fails to stay below this level right here, and we see it starting to go back up again and take out the trend line right here, I'd then expect price to go ahead and want to work its way back up to this trend line there. And so there I can expect price to start stalling at around about 122.50. At the moment right now, I'm going to go ahead and follow with the trend right now, and I'm going to anticipate that trend is going to continue to work its way back down south towards this level, maybe even lower to take out the low down here at around about 117 and change, then turn around and head back up north. Now, that's about 200 pips going south, which means if my average daily trade, if my daily trading range is around about call it 60 pips, and that means I could be in for another 2 or 3 positions. That'll give me about a 5 total positions in before price starts moving back up north. I have now mentally prepared myself that that could happen. All right, and I'm okay with that. All right, I'm okay with adding on 5 positions before price moves back up. I've got 2 positions already added on. I'm looking at another 3 positions before price moves back up again. All right, we're going to hold on to that. We're going to go ahead and watch it and see what happens over the course of the week. Now, traders, also what we don't need to go ahead and panic about is the fact that price could actually, in fact, go ahead and find support at that level and then go ahead and bounce back up north. We may not even break through that support level. Support may even hold at that point, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we may even see support hold up at that level before we start seeing the market bouncing back up north. Now, if we do break below that level and price moves down 200 pips, I'm already prepared for that. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay on that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see the other currency pair that we're in on, and that is the let's see here, Euro US dollar. So let's check out Euro US dollar. Again, weaker euro this week, especially over the last 24 hours. There it is there. Price has been in a downfall. If we take a look at, if I flip us over to a weekly chart, looking at the weekly right here, the reason why I opened up the weekly, I've seen prices just gone ahead and retested this low right here. This is the weekly low right here. Let me go ahead and kill this trend line. That doesn't really help us much here. That's not going to help us. That would be, of course, the tops over there. And so here, look at this. We've got price moving back inside that consolidation, and therefore traders at some point it makes us believe that we never really moved out of this contraction phase right here. We're back in it, but if you look at the way price broke above here and now back inside this contraction phase, tells us that we're in an expansion phase at the moment right now, and that price is probably going to go ahead and take out the lows down here, which I'm calling my liquidation level. So we could see the Euro US dollar heading south all the way down to around about 1.0337. Now, we may be out, right? We may be out of this position before that takes place, all right? Any sort of pullback, we may be out on that. But as I go ahead and prepare myself, I'm noticing here that price is taken out this low. There it is there. Well, let's put it this way. It's trying to take out that low. This is a weekly candle, so it's still going to have to close out. So we're trying to take out the low. If it doesn't take out that low, we may be range bound. All right, we may be seeing ourselves stuck in this little range right here between this low and those highs up there at the top. but we'll have to wait and see how this weekly candle closes out. All right. Some traders go ahead and panic. They go, "Oh my gosh, we are breaking south. We're taking out that low. We're heading south." And the answer to that is no. We have not broken through yet. All right. We have not broken through yet. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame. I'm going to go back to the daily right here. And even with the daily right here, look at the daily. We've taken out the low right here on the daily, but this candle can easily come back again and close out with a bullish candlestick formation. It could even close out with an indecision, and then the next trading day close out with a bullish candlestick formation. And why would that happen? Well, we've got Friday news coming out. Core retail sales, not too worried about monthly data. All right, just the same right here. But this bearish movement that we've seen, or these bearish data that we saw today, certainly created a little bit of extra volatility for the market, as you saw price moving a little lower, and you can see the US dollar weight is a little low, and there it is there. We've got a bit of weakness out in the dollar, and that may be also due to a little bit of the news that came out for the US dollar this morning with the CPI and core CPI. So we'll check that out tomorrow and see how the news breaks or moves the market. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at dollar index, just to get a quick idea of exactly what's going on with dollar index, and here is the daily chart. Check this out. Traders, if you look at the daily chart right here, what are you seeing? What are you seeing? Well, when I look at the daily chart right here, I'm looking at the daily chart and I'm expecting, all right, I'm expecting price to want to move down. All right, I'm looking at dollar to start falling. Now, if dollar falls, what's going to happen to the euro? Euro US dollar is going to start rallying. So we're absolutely at a level where we can anticipate price to move down. Now, we've got a pattern, a shark pattern setting up right here. So not only do we have the market saying, hey, listen here, we're in an ABCD correction. We're at a previous low. Check this out right here. Previous low right here. That's going to act as resistance for the market too. We're expecting price to move in an ABC correction. All right, so we're expecting this ABCD correction to take place. So if I look at this, here's our fifth wave right here. Here's the A, and there's the B, there's the C. So traders, we're anticipating a sell-off. It's imminent. All right, I'm expecting a sell-off on this particular pair right here. Also, let me see this trend line. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Take a look at this trend line right here. All right, so with the trend line, we also see in the backside, very close, not quite there yet, but we see the backside of this trend line also acting as a possible resistance level for the market. So traders, yes, bearish movement is anticipated for the dollar index. And if that's the case, that'll start pushing up the euro US dollars we were looking at just now. We'll start seeing a pushback back up again, at least to possibly go ahead and test. Let's take a look right here. Yeah, we had a nice little sell-off. We can see that the 1 point, if I go ahead and pull this up right here, the 1.618 is right about here. We're right at that level of support right here. So we're going to see a pullback, and the pullback could come all the way back up to my expansion level right here at 1.0989. Right? If that's going to happen, that could be a retracement move of approximately 146 pips going up long. If I take a look at my break-even point on the euro, let's go ahead and pull up the euro right here. My break-even point on the euro, let's throw in a, let's do this. All right, so my break-even point right now, I'm down 47 pips. So 147 pip rally to the upside will put me up about 100 pips up in two positions right here. I'm going to probably start thinking about getting the heck out of Dodge, right? So if price pushes back up again and we get up about 147 pips, trust me, it's going to be time for us to go ahead and cash out. Now, traders, looking at the way the market is set up today, all right, looking at the way everything's set up, it may take us Friday through to Monday, Tuesday next week before we even start seeing any sort of decision-making levels, all right? Right now, we're not really at those decision levels. We still need to go ahead and wait it out. We're certainly not going to pick up any additional currency pairs, but I'm not going to discount any additional add-on positions to what we currently have right now. But what I do know is that we are going to anticipate the euro to start rallying due to the weakness out in the dollar itself, and then the let's just revisit the U.S. oil right here. Take a look at U.S. oil. Remember the euro CAD. We have multiple positions in on the euro CAD right here. We're holding 3 positions up, and the euro CAD right now has traded back above inside that level of support. So are we going to see the euro CAD continue its weakness if the US dollar is going to strengthen? The answer to that is yes, it's possible. All right. So how can we prepare ourselves mentally for the euro CAD? All right. Euro CAD, we anticipate the euro CAD could drop down a little bit further. Let's see here. Well, we're at the support level right here. We're going to see what the market does here at the support level. Maybe we move a little bit sideways. Maybe we move sideways on US oil, and the euro CAD does nothing here other than, of course, if you do see a push in euro. Euro's been very weak today. If we can get a push in euro, we may go back up again. So we're going to have to wait this one out and see what happens. Now, take a look at the range. If it's not going to be this support here, then take a look at the range right here. We've got about 280 pips of the range. So if that's going to be the case, 280 pips will bring us down to about here. This is where price, and I'm going to go ahead and compress the chart a little bit, but this is where price could move down to. I'm going to go ahead and label that a little thicker. I'm going to go with 5, and let's set up the color here. Let's just keep it that color. So there's the level right here. This is where we can anticipate the range target to be at. And maybe I'm going to even mark it off here on the chart. Let's mark it off as the range target here. Let's do this, yeah. Range target. Right. So this is where we're anticipating, based off this breakout, expecting price to move here. And if price turns around in halfway between these levels, and if price does this, if price eventually does a move down here, then turn back up again, and then start breaking through this downward trend line, we then go into the backside of the trend line right here. But if price does move down to this target, then we'll see a pushback to this trend line before it goes ahead and completely sells off once again. So we're going to hold on and see what happens. We'll make a decision on this once it starts its recovery mode. At the moment right now, we're just going to leave it where it's at right now. And we'll catch this again probably Monday, Tuesday next week. Unless, of course, there's some huge move that takes place over the next couple of days. Which means that Friday has really got to be a big move for us in order to be able to see price move back up again. Well, that pretty much wraps it up this morning, traders. We've got multiple positions in. This is what we want. All right. If you're looking at the charts and looking at our positions that we have and say, "Oh my gosh, big dog, we got 3 positions in on the Euro CAD," I'm in panic stages. All right. It's not time to be panicking, because remember, traders, the one thing that you have to know, all right, is that you have to know before you get in on a trade, do you have the right equity management in place? Don't, after the fact, start panicking and saying, "Oh my gosh, I got these positions in big dog, and I don't know what to do." It's not time to panic right now. Right now, it's time to embrace the entry points that we have. Right? That's what we want. This strategy is designed to have multi-entry points. All right, that's what we want. Just like we closed out last week with 3,000 pips. All right, we closed out with over 3,000 pips last week. Because why? Because this, what we're doing right now, is exactly how we trade with multi-level entry points added to our positions. Is allowing us to start building up stocks, start building up equity, so that when the market does recover, we're going to go ahead and cash out big. But the most important thing right here, traders, is make absolutely certain about your equity management. You have to make sure you have the right equity management in place. I will be posting a video in the next 48 hours on equity management around this. I'm going to be talking about the risk. I'm going to talk about what you should be doing, what currency pairs to be focused on. Because I have a larger account, I'm going to go ahead and focus on the daily target. That's right. This is the weeklies we're paying attention to in these sessions. But these also the daily targets that showed last year. We had a much bigger return on investment trading the daily targets. So I'm going to continue the weeklies on this trading account, but I'm going to go ahead and focusing on daily targets. And in that session, I'm going to talk about what type of risk tolerance I'm going to be using so that I can trade as much currency pairs as I can without over leveraging my trading account. Because that's the big key right there. We do not want to over leverage our trading account. But I do want to get involved in a lot more currency pairs so that I can go ahead and get the full advantage of these of the system. But we're going to go ahead and break that down in another video. I'll get it posted. Check out for that video very soon over the next 48 hours. All right, traders, we'll have a fantastic morning. Hopefully, you guys caught the entry points and are ready to rock and roll for a possibility of the rallies that we're expecting to start paying out. And it looks like it'll only be next week. We'll catch you guys again next week to see exactly how we are going to position ourselves on those trades. But remember, traders, we will be back tomorrow just to go ahead and take a final check on Friday to see how we're doing. This is FX Big Dog, and I'll see you in the next session.